about to start. Dictator versus Donorprince in the semifinals. And Dictator leads this series 1-0, and it is best out of 3. They've decided to go. Oh, it is Andes for the second game, and it's natives, Germans versus Ports. I have Melky here casting with me. Melky,
Hello.
what do you have to say?
Well, this should be a good matchup. This matchup historically, German versus Port in a 1v1. Germany should be able to take this. I'd say they have the advantage because they can sustain natives a lot better than Port. They have more eco to do so. However, Port, their mortars are really, really strong in 1v1 situations. I think we saw that last game with Dictator going Port and taking that game in Decan. Small maps, really, really good for Port. This map, not quite as small as the normal 1v1 Andes, but it's smaller than a 2v2 map, and I think Donorprince does have a chance here. If he can pressure those natives, if he can take map control, which he is known to do, and if he doesn't let the game last too long, he just needs to go for an all-out push and try win it from there.
Yeah, definitely. And this map is so strange as far as how it's much better than the old Andes layout was.
Yeah.
But it's still close. Like it's still fairly close as far as FBs go. So Port has the advantage for the first few minutes just because they can pummel the FB down from the.
I agree with that. If anything in this map, I think the TCs need to be moved back slightly. Maybe another town center width, just so that there is more area on the map to take control of. But
the only problem is that then we have like as far as German and Brit goes, you could have some problems with
space. But if you look at down here, there is plenty of space there. Brit, I can see the concern, but generally with Brit you can build out to the side of the TC and it doesn't really matter, like behind but out to the side, so you've got heaps of room in play. Germany, yeah, probably the biggest one here. It's really real shame about the wood start for Donorprince here. He hasn't really got any near wood. If he was German right here, so if Dictator was where Donorprince is, would almost be tempted to ask for a rehost, but because he's Port, shouldn't be too big of a deal. He has got a market up, so he did have a 200 wood start. Not gathering any wood though, so going straight for that H2. Which
I think is a little weird. For Port, you definitely want to at least get that hunting dogs.
Yeah.
Because you want between a 12 and 15 vil age up. Each person has their strategies, but those are the best.
Yep.
And if you don't get hunting dogs, you're gathering food just way slower, and you're still getting between a 12 and 15 vil age up. So there's really
exactly. So I mean, it only delays your age up by like 20-30 seconds. That herding, we'll have to see that. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
Genko?
Oh, look at that! Yeah, so he isn't quite paying attention. He did bring. Might be trying to get that other herd in. We'll see if he does that. That Ganko's about to run out too. We'll just call him Ganko. He has an idle vil. Oh, there we go. He's just moved it.
But so, it honestly doesn't matter. Port Boom is so standard, so easy that any mistakes, as long as you catch it, is only going to be between a 5 and 10 point
difference. As long as it's not like hunts. Having all these hunts or anything. Yeah, another thing about this map, I still don't like the hunts spawning over here and the mines.
Yeah.
I think that needs to be changed, but it's not too big of a deal. Both players having 4 hunts, 1, 2, 3, 4, including their starting. So that should generally be enough.
Dictator's hunts are a lot better, but Nino's mines are a lot better. So it evens out.
That's for sure. Dictator's mines quite a while away. He's got 4,000 gold, up by half map. Just the one behind and one over into the cliffs.
Yeah.
So perhaps for the final we can try and get this a little bit fixed up.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure one of us can fix it up for that much at least. I'm gonna go ahead. Let's take a look at their decks. Pretty standard. Actually, no, not really. Nino has taken stonemasons.
Stonemasons.
Yeah.
Okay, that's quite interesting.
He's opted out Blood Brothers and 300 wood.
Yeah, so going only for the only infinite card being the 2 PLIs. I'm happy with his change for stonemasons with blood brothers. I don't particularly like blood brothers that much because 2p, I mean, they're weak anyway.
They get 7 more attack or 8.
They
more
get
attack.
7 more attack. It's not.
It's a pretty big deal, but if the game lasts a long time, it's definitely better to have 300 wood. And if you're going natives, port definitely needs that 300 wood.
However, I will say that in the long run, port can't sustain 2p. They can't continuously, unless they're really ahead. They can't sustain keeping it. Yeah. So having an upgrade card for units that you might not always have out compared to stonemasons, which will always be helpful.
We actually have a Vill treasure here. I don't know how that got through.
Oh, okay. So all that needs to happen here for Donorprince to take this is just wait.
Yeah. Yep.
Looks like Dick's already started on it.
He can, well, as soon as he gets his crack, he could actually do it now. I don't know why he's not.
Oh, there we go.
Dictator. This is a big. This is actually a really big deal. A villager treasure.
Okay.
And Nino gets it.
Nino. Oh, Donorprince.
Donorprince. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Nino is his name.
Yeah.
But,
I don't like Donner's TC placement in the slightest of ways, actually.
No, neither. He should. Oh well, he's got 3 mines in that direction, you know. But he has. Okay, he is starting to herd that hunt though.
Yeah.
At the bottom, so it's all right. It's okay.
It's okay. But I mean, he has no wood next to his base. He needed to put that TC like right there.
Yeah, I agree. He should have definitely put it a lot closer. Still hasn't chopped any by the look.
No, he did.
He did. Yeah,
he's got all his actually. Yeah, no, he's got all his ups. Yeah. Every now and then there's a glitch with this map, but for the most part, we're pretty happy with it. Have you been keeping an eye on the Twitch chat by chance?
I have not. I will open it.
Thank you. Wouldn't that be funny if they couldn't hear us this entire time?
If they couldn't hear us, they can see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
looks
all
like.
good?
No, yeah, it looks pretty good.
That's good.
Listening to it anyway. Oh, I sound terrible. I hate my voice.
Dude, your accent is the sexiest thing I've heard since Obama.
Is it really?
Yes.
Okay, that's reassuring.
Me and Brendan talk about it all the time. All the time.
Man. Oh, I'm touched. Truly touched.
Truly touched. Dictator, I know a lot of people don't, but I really do like to start herding as Germany earlier than age 3.
Yeah, I agree, because at age 3 you need those hunts close.
Right away. Like right away.
Yeah, for sure. Because settler wagons, cost an extra 100 food, 100 wood.
And if you get the hunts on top of the mills, the settler wagons will just destroy everything.
That's for sure. So improvements going. I wonder.
He's got gang saw popped.
Oh yeah, so he's got log flume. In the making. So building the house. Having a look at Dictator's deck. Yeah.
His deck standard.
Exactly the same as any other German deck. Yeah. The only thing I'd want to point out is the infantry hand attack. I might even swap that out for the hit point card.
Really?
In this matchup, yeah, because Castadors just do such a huge dent to them, and they're gonna take them out anyway if Doppel get close enough.
Well, but then they can be argued the same way. Doppels, they're gonna die anyway, so why not have them do as much damage?
Yeah, but you want them to last as long as possible, and having them have slightly more attack doesn't really do that.
Yeah, well, slightly more HP as well.
That's true, but it might.
It might.
It might take that extra shot.
I think.
Remember their base. What's their base hit points?
I think it's 500. I think it's 500.
No, their base hit points.
Their base. I have no idea. In Imperial, it's around 440 to 500.
Yeah, so it'll be. I reckon it might be 200, just under 200.
Yeah, yeah.
So that could be an extra 20 hit points, which could make another shot from a Castador.
I don't like Dictator's TC placement either. He's got his mines so far away.
His mines are so far away. It's not even that close to the wood.
definitely could
He
have been
might
better.
just be being conscious about placement, but at this point, especially with town centers, you can just rebuild them,
Yeah. Yeah.
delete them, rebuild them. So I'm not
Well,
sure what.
you don't even get Minutemen in Germany's start army because you only have a minute to build their
Yeah,
start
yeah.
army. So
Well, you can,
it's
but
just
in team games you don't generally. In 1v1s you do.
you can't. You can't. It's not a
Yeah. So Steel Chaps coming through for Dictator.
which is a good timing. I actually like to build my mill and then steel traps. I don't
Yeah,
know
me
what
too.
the difference
But
is.
good that he's got it out. I wonder how many. He hasn't got that many villagers on food just yet. He's got most of them on wood, going up for that mill. So it's not really going to have too much of an effect until after he puts some more vills on. But it does help Germany quite food heavy in age 3.
Oh yeah.
It can be really difficult maintaining that balance.
It's really awkward, especially because now we after Lucas's experiments we know that Germany can hit upwards of 2750 on a 1v1 on a regular basis, and it just becomes so stressful because all your wagons are gonna go idle at some point in time, and you have to be completely on top of it with that boom style.
I'm not sure how consistent that would be on this map because there are no llamas, and Dictator and Lucas done a spectacular job with booming with llamas. I know back in the day we never really took them into account. We just, let them fatten and eat them.
Yeah.
Now they use it in age 1 or age 2 to sling their boom, and it really, really helps. It's really effective.
Very effective.
That's how they can get such ridiculously high scores and just superb macro control. Just being able to, just minimizing idle vills the entire. It's really impressive.
It's really fun. Like anybody who's learning treaty, honestly, needs to just pay attention. Like just watch every stream every time they stream, every video they have.
Because you'll learn builds. You'll learn which units they micro. The most important units typically.
When to attack move and when not to attack move.
When to attack move, when not to attack move, when to use stand ground, when to use melee mode.
Actually, I think Lucas is honestly one of the only players that uses melee mode effectively.
I agree. I've seen him and it's actually really good. What's this over here? Oh yeah, his hunt's run out. He's got one more. It's quite a while away. So yeah, he's hurting.
Yeah.
Donorprince hasn't really been hurting that effectively. I wonder if Dick sees this. I don't think he does.
I don't think he's gonna care either.
Yeah, I'm questioning whether it's worth it. Having that mine over there might make it worth to send some villagers over, but
possibly.
I mean he's already got 4. I think Germany can get to age 5 with 4.
Port boom is pretty standard. I'm gonna pay attention mostly to Dictator's boom, just so.
Yeah. Port boom. Probably the most intuitive and easiest boom behind Spain.
Or Ottoman, for that matter. All three.
Ottoman's kind of...
Once you learn Ottoman...
You have the mosque ups, and so that requires some timings, whereas with Spain and Port, it's just about getting your vills out and aging and keeping house up. Don't get housed, and that's it.
That's literally it.
Yeah, so quite a boring boom. I don't particularly play Port that much, not just because of the... I find them...
Dictator is going 3 mils. He is aging, right? Or did he forget to age?
Dictator.
Yeah.
He isn't aging yet.
But he...
Oh, he might have it queued.
Yeah,
he must have it queued.
I hope
behind a villager.
Well, no, it would say because we have our thing.
Yeah.
Dictator's going through that 3 mil up, which is really strange, and he has no villagers on coin.
3 mils actually incredibly standard. I use 3 mils. I know most players that play Germany that I talk to use 3 mils.
I think it's after I saw Lucas do his version, or not his version, just the small tweaks and changes he's done. He doesn't really. I don't believe he goes 3 mils. I think he goes 2 and then coin.
Actually, is it even? Oh no, yeah. So he's gone on mills now. He's got some villages on gold up there.
I think he just mismicroed a little bit.
I think so. I don't actually think he's able to age it.
No, he's not.
No. So he's got a lot of food. I would take some of those settler wagons off mills and put them onto one of the mines.
It's too far. I think it's too far.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah. I think Dictator just accidentally missed macro a little bit, because I know as soon as you get like between 15 and 22 villagers on wood, you want to start pumping some vills from your TC onto coin.
Onto the gold, yeah. So he should be starting to age in about 30 seconds. He's got a lot of villages on gold at the moment. We see nearly at Imperial from Donorprince, fairly standard, quite early port can get to Imperial with if you manage your resources properly. It's a shame he could have got there faster if he had herded more, but it would have only been slight and wouldn't have made much.
Between 5 and 10 seconds. Yeah, which is not a big deal. Yeah, Dictators. It's an average boom time for age 4. It's just you usually don't see him. You usually see him doing above average age time, which is a little strange actually.
Yeah. He's spaced out his villages here so that most of the mines should run out at about the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he should almost have enough resources to go straight to 5.
Hopefully.
From age 4.
Yeah.
But those having to be on mills, I would take off those settler wagons that are on wood and put them onto the mills, because
I think he wants to get I don't think he has enough wood to get his age 3 market up.
Oh right.
Yeah.
He's also housed as well. I'm not sure if he notices. Let's see.
Well, he has views. He still has 4 vills queued, so he's okay.
Okay.
So he'll hopefully catches that.
Yeah, he does. That's right. So.
Yep. Gets a house up. Good macro. Good macro.
Yep. And so now he's sending artificial fertilizer from the mill. We'll see what card he sends. Typically, I think you send the is it the Guild Artisans card? As you hit.
There's a lot of different build orders. I see people go to factories or Guild Artisans, Artisans, and
Artisans. Yeah, Artisans. I think it is.
Factories. I think it's mostly if you have enough hunts. Or I mean, if you're not if you have enough hunts, you go factories first. But if you don't, then you go.
That's probably it. Oh, so he's actually sent both food cards already.
Huh.
Before sending his factory, so he's gonna want to get his church up ASAP to get most antlers. There we go. His church is up. Improvements, not quite. He's gonna need a lot of coin here.
I think he'll hit it.
He's about to lose about 15 villages on gold because of that mine.
No, he's got it queued. Yeah, right away.
Oh, right away? Oh, yeah. I can't see it queued.
I don't think we can see it queued, but I've never. I think
I don't think he has it queued. I don't think he has it queued. I think he's still 400 gold, 350
from his mines on the his vills on the mine. Sorry.
Oh, right. Yeah.
When watching his stream, he always shift clicks.
Sure. Oh yeah. That's not what I mean. Like his gold gather rate will go down because he'd lose those village seconds. Okay, now he should be sending it about now. He has enough gold.
Or then again, there.
There we go.
There it is. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, so we have 99 villages for Donorprince setting up his base here. Factories out, both of them on food, no doubt because there isn't enough hunts to sustain villager production. Although he is at 98 villages now, so he should probably be taking those off food soon.
You mean wood?
Donorprince.
Yeah, he's got all his vills on. Oh yeah, they're on. I thought you were talking about those.
Yeah, no, his factories.
Very tired. Long drive.
Yeah. No worries at all. Factory wagon.
Factory wagon still hasn't sent Guild Artisans.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that. Yeah.
Artisans, one of the two. That's a little odd because it's like a 50% or 30% increase, right?
35.
This is called.
Or is it 20? I
think it's a lot. It's huge.
35%. It's 35% on settler wagons, which already have an extremely high base rate. So
maybe he
if you were to have that card on a normal villager, it would be 70% to give it the same effect.
Yeah.
So
I don't know why. Maybe he accidentally sent team food silos instead.
Yeah, he could have, but at that point, I mean, you'd want to send it probably before factories if they're on mills.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what. Probably just.
I wonder if he has enough XP to send.
Oh, I'm sure he does, because church up before 20 minutes usually gives about 2.5.
Yeah, so he might be having to wait right now to get his plantations up. That could be why he's just there. We go.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just arrived, so he had it queued.
Yeah. Late though, pretty late. That's pretty
late. So
but he did hit 500 at before 20 minutes, so his boom's not going to be low. It's not going to be. It's just going to be a solid German boom.
It would definitely be better to set it before team food silos because it's 35% versus 10%.
Nothing. 10% is so little.
And I don't think he was in. I think he was in age 4 when he sent team food silos, or he was about to be.
Yeah.
So.
And he also hasn't sent a single capital upgrade. I think has he? Oh no, he has. I'm sorry.
Yes, he has. What time did he age to 5? 1746.
So it's not a bad age. It's just an average age time.
Very decent.
Yeah.
And Donorprince got 1451. That's decent as well.
Yeah. Port in 1v1. There's no reason for you to ever, unless you're completely hunt screwed. There's no reason to ever hit imp pre 15 or after 15 minutes.
15 minutes, yeah. That's for sure.
I really like Nino's base or Donner's base layout so far, though. It's very organized.
Yeah, I like how he's not going on mills just yet because he wants to get the maximum amount of gather rate before he uses the church card.
I disagree. I think you need. I put my bills on pretty much right away, and I send.
I do as well. But I think it's smart because now he'll be gathering gold and wood faster than he would be otherwise, and he can just chuck more vills onto food. After
it's 5%.
It's 5%, but 5% of like how much gold and food combined, gold and wood combined, do you get? Probably around like 60k, 70, 80k. 5% of 80,000 resources is a lot. You know.
Yeah.
That's like 4,000 resources for free.
I'm just lazy.
That you're losing out on with Port because of just using that card.
And in this matchup, he's definitely going to need every resource.
Yeah, he's going to need everything he can.
Speaking of this matchup, German definitely has the advantage as soon as both native posts get built.
As soon as so if you want to talk about the matchup at the starting army, Port severely outpop Germany.
It's pretty bad. It's a 272 start army for Port, or right around there, 270, I think.
Total population versus like 217, 218 tops if you have Minutemen.
Yeah.
Plus Germany, I don't think they have 100. Oh, depending on how many vills you delete. Yeah. I'm actually expecting Dictator to delete a ton of vills.
I think he's going to go with 50.
I think he'll go around 50 too. He'll want to secure it, get that really nice push on, get a good position, and even then, once he gets a good position, he can either keep pushing, or he could just stop pushing, eco up, and win the game anyway.
Yeah.
As long as it's taking map control.
So for the Port can actually, if the only way to win this matchup, as far as I'm concerned, if players are even in skill, is Port has to get in such an amazing position as far as map control and FBA layout and morning position to win this game, because Port they can't sustain a native spam. They can spam natives for the first 7 minutes, and then after that they have to mass in the back and then send them if there's an Ulan spam or something like that.
That's right. And I don't actually expect too many Ulans from Dictator because Dragoons from Port are really good.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't really like to see Donorprince spamming those natives anyway. I'd like to see him spamming the bollers. I want him to keep as many bollers up as possible.
They're so expensive.
Soaking up the skirmisher damage. They're just such good units.
Yeah, they're really, but very expensive too. You don't
very tanky. They last for a long time. If he can keep on top of the artillery war and keep those heavy cannons down, they will be around for a long time because skirmishers, German skirmishers, 33 damage fully upgraded versus like bollers aren't heavy infantry, so it's just 33 damage and
10%
10% range resistant on like 500 hit points, 400 Excuse me.
It's I think it's 472 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. So they're really tank units, really good. They're not even that expensive.
They're pretty expensive.
They're like what, like 40 food, 40 wood.
That's pretty expensive though when you think about it.
It's not that bad. For their stats, it's good.
For their stats, it's good.
The tanks.
Yeah. But for port, they can't. I mean, it's really hard to explain as far as port because I mean no one really plays port out of natives, let alone out of cliffs, because port can be OP if they have good cliffs, but in 1v1s you're not fighting in the cliffs. So it's really just there's not a whole lot of experimenting going around. I know Dictator in the past has said with Tupi, if you use Tupi very well and you're constantly keeping your explorers out, it's about a 55-45 favoring German.
That's something that we haven't talked about. The Explorer card, 2 explorers that can be shipped with 3k hit points. So you have 3 explorers in total. He doesn't have the shipment that gives him the dog, so it's just the 3 explorers. There's 9k hit points. That could be heavy cannons focusing them. That could be skirmishers focusing them. It could be war wagons focusing them.
Yep.
So if he just has a town center near his main army, he will be able to tank a lot of fire from Germany.
Especially because Dictator uses attack move more than any other player right now.
Yeah.
So it's very effective units, even more so effective against Germany and Dictator, because Germany don't necessarily have a lot of high attack units.
The catch is that obviously every time they die, not only do you pay 100 gold to get them back, but that 100 gold goes to the opposition. So Dictator does get 100 gold every time he kills those explorers. Not much, but I mean, if he kills, it can add up over the course of the time. So I think Dictator just wants the XP as fast as possible, so he gets the he said XP.
So in a 1v1 it is possible if I don't think it's I think Nino's already, or Donorprince has already waited too long, but to get a train card, 2P and 2 explorers.
Yeah.
But he's already waited too long. But it is possible, and if you do pull that off, then you're another 30 pop ahead, as well as the 9k HP.
Yeah. What I would like to see, and this I'm not going to claim credit for this. I stole this from Savan, who used to play this game. He wasn't that great of a player, but he was brilliant with cheese strategies, and his cheese strategy was that won him a few games. He tried it in the last treaty tournament against Crystal, and he had sent the 2 explorer card. He had 1 explorer building on one of his native posts. He had 2 spies invisible at half map, and as soon as 40 was over, he raced his other 2 explorers over, took at least one of the trade posts, and killed the enemy's explorer with the spies, and won the game.
Did he actually beat Crystal with that?
Because I think he beat Crystal. Or maybe he didn't beat Crystal, but he beat a lot of other people outside of the treaty tournament. So that was hilarious, and simply because his opponents couldn't get the training speed upgrade, and then he had like 52 Humaca. I can't even say what they are. Whatever the natives called. Humanica. Yeah. That's right, the Humanicas. So I would like to see that at some point in this tournament. I hope...
well, what's his face did it? Master Chief did it versus... No, not Master Chief. Who did that?
Did somebody actually do it?
Yeah, someone actually did it. They lost.
Did it? Oh, they lost.
They did it. Okay. I can't remember who it was. I can't remember if I was casting or if I was watching.
Oh, that's brilliant.
It was a G versus Asymptom. Asymptom versus G. And he did like 7 spies or something like that.
Oh, okay.
A little overkill.
Yeah, or with even not taking spies, just having like 4 petards to make sure that you can just get rid of their TP straight away.
The nitroglycerin petards?
No, just the normal petards, Tanner. I know you like them.
I love them. Really like this buffering wall. It's a really good strategy against as port versus actually versus Spain, Germany, anything, where you're going to be back.
Really defensive wall here. He's building all of his outposts there. I'm not sure if I like that. Personally, I like to have outposts always at the front of my full base, just always, so I just get those extra stats. 60 siege damage per shot.
And then 1.5 times.
1.5 times cav, not huge, but also
versus
just having your
Ulans,
home
it's actually
speed.
quite a bit. That's
true.
Ulans
Ulans don't have that much hit points.
Fifth and fourth and fifth of their HP just gone.
Yeah. Another thing is just having your home city gather points so close. That could just be because I'm used to playing Brit. I'm a Brit main, and I like having the 25 Cherokee and the rockets spawning near, like very close to where I'm fighting.
Yeah.
I think that's where it's coming from for me, but it's a habit I can't break. And you see, Dictator doesn't, in this game at least, he hasn't made all of his outposts. I expect him to make his outposts around the main battle.
Yeah, well, especially because he knows he's going to be pushing. He's going to be able to have those outposts a little more aggressively.
Yeah, that's for sure. We've got a comment here, Donor Walls hype. I believe this is way overkill on the edges.
And I know he's just being safe, but in the years I have played, not once have I ever seen Dictator run on a 1v1.
People don't. I would say most treaty players that are first lieutenant or above, they don't even get to this part. Maybe this bottom one here.
Maybe.
They might get to the bottom one, but I mean, how many layers is that?
That's six. And he's probably going to build a small FB right here as well.
Yeah, that's for sure. So I think that's wasted village seconds, wasted word. Not a huge deal, but I mean,
it's just overkill. He's just being safe though, and he can be safe as long as he wants. It's just, just a few points down for sure.
Yeah, not too big of a difference. So we got 10 minutes to go, just about.
Dictator is actually his boom's a little low. He might be doing upgrades though, but it's
an average boom by the look of it, like slightly above average, but
well, you definitely want to hit 2600 as a bait, around 2600 as a base in a 1v1.
Donorprince, normal score report.
Yeah,
I expect him to hit about 2100.
Yeah, if
he sends 2p, then maybe above that. 2150, near 2200 because of the 1v1. I really hope we see in this game trade posts fought over, not just the natives, but the trade route as well, especially for Donorprince. If Donorprince can get control of 2 of those, if he can take control maybe of the native one,
it's pretty much a factory.
It's pretty much a factory, and it can really help in this matchup.
Yeah.
So I really hope
because that's the only reason Port loses this is because they don't have the eco to sustain
they pummel. Depending on the playstyle. If Germany wants to play in a camping way, so if they go skirmisher and they fight with artillery and war wagons, not too many natives, then Port will destroy the army.
Until heavy cannons come out, and then...
Until heavy cannons come out. The army is quite cost effective though.
Yeah.
Port can't really handle the German push. I don't think they're going to have to make a lot of musks. Well, maybe not a lot.
Well, they can't handle the push for the first few minutes.
Yeah.
The first few minutes, Doppel Ulan just completely tears through everything Port has to offer.
Doppel Ulan, just such a good combo. That's used in SUP as well.
Yep.
Doppel Ulan, really good at pushing. You actually in SUP you trap your opponent's army with Doppel Ulan. Really, really hard to pull off, but really fun, hilarious to watch people on stream do it. And not really that popular of a strat. It's not as good as semi-FF or anything.
Yeah.
Really hilarious. But in treaties, similar, you want Dop Ulan to bring your opponent's army into melee mode because Ulan and Dop have really, really high melee damage. With that splash, they just kill anything like...
Especially with Port's low HP units.
Low HP units. Cassadors have like 200 hit points.
Yeah. It's...
really low, so I mean Ulan's 2-shot them almost.
Almost 2-shot.
Heavy cannons really rip through them as well.
Yeah.
That's like 900 damage from a hit.
I love playing this matchup as Port. It's a lot of fun. As German not so much because it gets a little tedious, but
tedious, but I mean it tests your skill as Port.
Definitely.
I mean if you're able to keep on top of the artillery. Really good training.
Not easy to do versus players like Dictator and Lucas.
That's for sure. Really you'll see a lot of really, really immaculate Culve micro. I'm expecting from Dictator pulling his culverins back, just readjusting their position all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it might not sound really entertaining. It's quite satisfying from a perspective of trying to do it myself.
Yeah. And don't worry, guys. I will do some zoom ins on the heavy cannon shots.
The heavy
worry
cannon
about
shots.
that.
That's good.
My favorite thing in the world is watching 3 heavy cannon shots hit a massive skirms.
Yeah.
Or, for that matter, great bombards.
Bombards are good as well. Quite like them. So yeah, he actually has Donorprince 4 eco walls and 1 outer, 5 eco walls, 1 outer layer wall.
Quite a bit. I would have much rather seen a larger FB because he's gonna get pushed at some point in this game.
Yeah. Yeah. I want Donorprince to make. Oh, he has sent the 2 Explorer card.
Yeah, okay. He did. Which is, I think it is better than 2P, honestly.
Yep. He hasn't sent, or he at least hasn't researched Advanced Arsenal by the looks of it.
Really?
Yeah. Which is surprising.
Yeah, that's usually the first card I send after.
Yep.
All my
after
cards.
boom cards. Yep.
Yeah.
Really, it's just.
You need it as port, honestly.
Too. I mean, it really buffs your units. It's not huge, but just the little bits. Really helpful. He's going into Scout now with his Explorer, but I really do want to see at least 2 more. Oh, well, not at least. I want to see 2 mortars in Donor's starting army.
I want to see 3.
I don't think 3 is. I think 3 is too much. That's 12
well,
pop.
Actually, no, this FP. Yeah, I guess so.
That's 12 pop. I also want to see. He hasn't sent it, but I want to see him send 50 range mortars as well before 40.
I don't.
But
I think there's better cards
has
to
to
send.
send a training card now.
Yeah.
That's it has to be a training card.
Training card in AA. He should be able to get. Actually, no. There's only 5 minutes left. You usually can get 3 cards. He just. Oh, he
hasn't made any army. He hasn't made
army yet.
Yeah. He should do that soon. I think.
Really needs to because
there's no point in waiting for Germany to make their army, so you can counter it because Germany's going to make their army in the last minute.
Yeah. You can't counter it, and it's port army standard. I mean, they're either the only variation you can do is Huss
instead of like
more
cloves
or more musketeers or something like that.
Yeah,
and Dictator's gonna expect Huss just because it's Germany and they have a crappy start army.
We haven't seen any heavy cannon from Dictator.
I don't expect them to.
I don't expect them either. This matchup, you can go heavy cannon in some matchups. If you can keep them alive, I can't even tell you how amazing they are. Yeah. If you can keep them alive against Port, they can make 8 Coves in the start army. There's no point. You want to go Dot, Ulan, Skirm. He's got some war wagons out, so as you said, he is expecting some Hussar.
Yeah.
Not sure if I expect any Hussar in this matchup. I mean, he's German.
10 to 15 Hussar, just really, because you're gonna be you need to be aggressive as Port anyways. For the first few minutes.
If he is to make Hussar, I would honestly, if I were him, he should send them to Dictator's villages, his 4 basing villages, his map pressure villages, just to kill them, slow down the push, and to be able to gain some map pressure. I don't think he should target his Hussars onto artillery or onto skirmish.
Definitely not. And because 10 Doppels will just
10 Doppels would rip through everything. So.
And I had something good to say. I can't remember. It'll come back to me.
So okay, let's look at the distributions here.
All you, Matt. Take it away.
All me. So we've got it's still got 3 minutes 20 to go. So I think Dictator's going to have about 65k food, just under 65k, which is good. He's got a lot of wood, 25k just about.
He spams natives, though.
Really looking for that native spam. Donorprince, I think he has too much gold. I think he needs a lot more food.
Yeah.
4k. Port already really food.
Honestly, he only needed about between 10 and 12k wood. Like
for Donorprince.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's overgiving on that as well.
Yeah,
if I were him, I would just. I wonder how many vills he has on food. He might just have a lot of vills on food.
Yeah, he has a lot of vills on food.
It doesn't look like he has
no villagers on wood.
Oh, he's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has 7 villages on wood.
Yeah. And factories on wood. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I'm happy with that. He's overgathered it. He should have transitioned slightly earlier, but Dictator killing off some of his.
Poor Ulans.
No.
Just you can see the power of towers right there. Ulans
like those are Imperial Ulans too.
Yeah. And Ulans are just so weak that towers are even more effective against them.
Yeah, so you can tell that he hasn't seen Advanced Arsenal, just standard Port. Musketeers. He's just got that extra 10%
Yeah.
from the guard upgrade on those.
He
the
definitely
water-
went really heavy on Musketeers, which is
I think he's expecting some dops here because he hasn't scouted any. Oh, lots of coves from Dictator. So
is it 6. It's just
I think Donorprince was expecting a Doppel skirm.
yeah.
Not he. I don't think he was expecting those coves at all. If I'm going to be honest, let's have a
Looks
look
like
at
he's
what
gonna send five Huss and 15 Musk to the natives.
he's only got. One cove queued.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Where, unless I'm mistaken, I can't find any culverins from Donorprince. He's got his this.
I
Okay.
don't know why he waited so long to send his starter.
I don't know. He's got Musk Huss up here. He's got a lot of Huss idle. Okay. Hopefully he just sorts out his army. He's got lots of Huss idle actually. He hasn't got any colves. This is really risky. I
don't
like
think it's
it.
risky because he
Oh,
doesn't.
he's going to split push. Look, he's going Musket Huss. This is a
Yeah.
really. This is reminiscent of Whiplash 11, he got a medal in 1v1s in Treaty because he was like one of the top port players in 1v1s at the time. This was in like 2007, 2008. He would just go Musket Huss with port, split all over the map, and at the time nobody could deal with it. Nobody could deal with it. I think what Don is trying to go for here is a similar style. He's just going to try and map pressure Dictator as much as he can. I hope Dictator scouts that army. I don't think he will, so he might even lose his first native post. I wonder if he'll be able to get the training upgrade in time.
I think Dictator's start army is a lot worse, like even worse than it normally is because of these colves.
Yeah.
There's no point in going colves because of the no.
Okay.
3 organs.
Yeah. He's only got 3 organs, 1 mortar. Oops. He's got 3 organs, 1 mortar. Yeah. I think Dictator didn't scout, although Port did make
And
Donor dip.
so many war wagons.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. The fight has started. Oh yeah. So if you look at the top side of the map, that's Donorprince ticket to winning. Oh, he didn't. Oh, he start making that wall. Okay, but he might get that TP anyway. Yeah, that's dead. So he's okay. He's sending his Oh, look at that! He just his exploded right in. Oh, this could be
trouble.
This could be trouble. But I mean, Dictator taking control of the main army.
Just better micro. Just better micro.
Yeah. So I expect some Doppel to come out from this barracks here.
This is not good for Dictator.
If I were Dictator, I would almost ditch the starting army and just focus on.
Yeah, I'd kill these colves.
Okay, he hasn't even got that the training tick yet. I don't think.
He's about to.
He's about to. Oh no, he has.
Sent stonemasons pre-40.
Yeah.
That's.
Oh boy, this is trouble for Dictator. Donorprince does have a lot of Idavilles at the top, but at this point it doesn't matter. Dictator really should just spend 5 seconds on taking control of the bottom side of the map.
There's no map control across the map, so it's really allowing Nino to just do whatever he wants right now.
Yeah. I think Dictator needs to delete those calls, move his start army into the natives, try and take control of that. He just needs to invest a lot of resources in keeping the natives. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be able to get it though. You know, it doesn't have any fort base around the map, whereas Dictator is starting to take control of that.
He should have petarded this right away.
Yeah. Oh, look at those porters. If Dictator notices them, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, he noticed, but it's going to take out that TP.
It is going to.
This is not looking favorable for Dictator right now. Really not.
Who's going to take control of that TP first? Okay, he started building it now, but did again. Oh, he did get the training speed upgrade, which is the most important one.
But Nino's not staying popped. Nino's not able to stay popped right here, so it's.
He has the ability to, he's just not. And now Dictator coming in behind, honestly, those calls are doing almost nothing. He's going to kill a lot of FEVs in the middle there. Oh yes, very old style here from Donorprince, walling up around the Dictator's walls. I think Dictator should be able to regain control of this.
He
Or
better.
maybe not. I think he's lost natives actually, unless he comes around the back. You put some FEVils over here.
Too many walls.
Take
Too
control
many
of it.
walls.
Yeah. He's got no gates there. His organ guns are stuck.
And he's not noticing.
He hasn't noticed. Worrying about this lack of pressure around the map from Dictator. He should delete more villages just to get rid of this.
Definitely.
At the natives. Okay, he's gonna try.
He still hasn't walled this.
Oh, it was really bugging me. He's using his. Okay, now he's using one artillery there.
Seven organ guns popped up, and he's not protecting them either.
143 pop from.
Wow, what is he doing?
What cards it? Okay, he's. Oh no,
I think he's attempting to. Is he? Maybe he's gonna try to split down here.
He's just got poor macro.
Very poor macro.
He's got poor macro. He's not staying popped. He's still 149. He's only. He's just handing this to Dictator. He has superior position right now.
By a lot. Way superior position.
He's just wasting it away. He has another 25 units he could have queued.
And a poorly laid out FB, but that shouldn't be a big of a problem with the space he has.
All he needs to do is send those natives into the middle of the map, and he can just take control of that while just keeping the rest of his units in the natives. That should be a sure win. If he spams all of his natives into where Dictator is, he'll have to really push and invest in it. Whereas right now he can just camp. He needs to pull his Cassadors back. He can just spam go. Oh man.
He really could have done a lot more with his beginning advantages he had.
Yeah. See, right now he's just gonna run his natives into Dictator's horse cannon, and they're not gonna last very long. Whereas if you use them to siege around the map, take some map control.
I actually kind of like his. It would be okay had he had Morts out right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, since no Morts, the horse artillery is just gonna be able to tear apart all the natives.
Yeah. And now Dictator coming in with the mortars, so Dictator keeping his cool. He's not really going to be too worried about this. It seems like he's just got superior position now. He's starting to take out the back of Donorprince base, forcing some musketeers to be there. Musketeers still really weak from Donorprince. He must be behind on his cards. He's only just sent the engineering school.
Still hasn't sent AA either. Really poor prioritizing on cards.
Yeah, I agree. Opening up
just see what micro can do when you have because at 4 natives, when you have 4 native posts, there's always no scenario that you should lose when it's you still have eco to
he needs to use those goals, get them out, put his explorers at the front of his army. And he just didn't take any TP control. He has 1 trade post he can take, he's not taking it. Dictator has control of both of the other. I mean, Donut is pushing, but he's dropped 300 points.
Dictator's also dropped 300 points, but you can't drop evenly with German if you're expecting to win this.
You've got to play cost effective here. Yeah. I say, okay, some more goons out, that's good. He needs some more mortars, and he needs to keep some more musketeers up.
Well, I don't know, because he has natives, so he doesn't really need more musketeers.
I honestly don't think he should spam all of his natives into the fight where he is now. He should use them around in the middle of the map here. Yeah, that's for sure. Because he's gonna win anyway. Germany without natives versus Port without natives. I would say Port wins that.
Usually. Until heavy cannons come out, then it's pretty even.
Yeah. So worrying for Donorprince, he's not even using his natives right now.
No,
he just isn't training any. He has 4 native posts, and he's dropped down to 3k wood. That could be why. So right now he's just holding them to deny them from Dictator. But at this rate, with the eco, Dictator superior by a long shot.
Definitely. Needs to put more vills on coin because he's now a coin heavy civ because of no natives.
No natives. I wonder if he should even put factories on coin.
Yeah, honestly, 24k wood will last you a long time.
Yeah, so right now, Donorprince Oh, he's splitting down here. Dictator has seen this. He's splitting. He's petard spamming. I don't like that. I reckon he should just mortar. But
Dictator walled a lot too.
yeah.
He was prepared for the Nino run, or Donorprince run.
So, oh, he does have 5 mortars out. This could be interesting. Although it's gonna mean Dictator can he can take control of those natives now. Yeah. So unless Donorprince gets into the base in the next 5 minutes,
it's over. Just about over.
It would be over in the long run.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good that he's just got idle units here. He's not sieging with his natives. He's not pushing in the natives. He's lost his position. I think he overcommitted down here, and he should have just made natives here, maybe some petards or a mortar, and kept his main army protecting the native.
Look how much Dictator FB'd. It's not happening. It's really not.
Yeah.
Really great ideas from Donorprince, just really poorly executed.
Yep. I agree. Yeah, look, that run's not working.
No, not at all.
All Dictator needs to do here is just get a mod out and just slowly take out that foot base and wall up. That's it.
I don't even think he has to wall up more than he already has.
Yeah, true. And he can just delete more villages and deal with it and then rebuild back up.
Yep.
You know?
Definitely.
Okay, sending those explorers into the natives. He has got position again, so he has taken Dictator's focus away from the natives.
As well as these war wagon spam, which is not going to do much good.
No, they're not.
So maybe actually he has regained this. Yeah, he has regained this split push. He could pull it off.
He could. How many villages does Dictator have? I wonder if that's too many. 70. We can see we're seeing some more walling up down here. Some culverins coming. Okay, that should mean the run's over. Killing those mortars.
I don't know, because he does have to run them over here too, and that's the one he's more worried about rather than this one, I think.
Yeah, but honestly, what's Donorprince going to be able to do? He's going to spam some Hussar that aren't going to be able to get into the eco.
Yeah, very true.
Those mortars would just die to those culverins.
I think maybe he's got position over here as well again.
He does, so he should definitely start pushing. He should bring up. Oh, he's got 2 mortars going from there as well.
Both players have dropped around 500 points.
Yeah.
It's just again, you
pretty
can't...
much 500. Dictator slightly more, but it's not enough.
Well, no, as port to win this, you actually have to, because your eco is not even comparable to Germany. You have to dominate the fight.
Yeah. But yeah, all Dick needs to do is saw someone. Yeah, he's put his factories on gold now. Dictator. He's put a lot of settler wagons on gold as well. He's got 2 settler wagons on food for his food income. So I mean, he's got 53k. He's not using natives. That's gonna last a long time. More mortars coming through for Donorprince. He has 6 at
really
the moment.
Just trying to cheese this.
30 population in those mortars.
Dictator's about to lose 5 to 6 horse artillery.
He is. He actually has 8 mortars, so 8 times 4. What? There's like 32 population.
Yeah.
In mortars, and
really
he's
committing.
Yeah, he is committing, but he's not able to keep popped with his natives.
Yeah.
That would offset it. And he's... It's frustrating. I'm trying to... It's frustrating because Donorprince here could win.
Oh, well, absolutely.
He's at 1504 right now. He could have won. He hasn't kept pop. He hasn't kept his natives out. Dictator holding on, just killing those mortars with those 4 coals. He's starting to kill that 4 base, seeing some doppel down now. Honestly, just a mortar would have been better, but Donorprince, he's starting to open up Dictator's walls, but it doesn't.
It's not going to be enough.
Doesn't look like it'll matter. He's down 30 pop, 40 pop again. Donorprince not able to keep it up.
Dictator doing an excellent job on keeping up with his rewalling and re-FBing.
Yeah.
This is not looking good.
No,
look at
the
a clean sweep right now.
Yep, looking at the resources from Donorprince. He had the right idea. He's gone extremely heavy on Musketeer Hussar.
I don't like that versus Germany. I think you only need between 10 and 15 Musketeers.
Yeah, just at the front to stop the doppel.
But still, only 10 to 15 to soak up the damage. So you still need to be a skirmisher heavy composition for the most part.
Yeah. I'm just disappointed that he took control of the natives and then he didn't really do anything with them.
Like really excellent strategies, just
Yeah.
not executed properly.
Yeah. He still isn't making it now. He's not even making a native box.
Yeah.
Which at this point, I mean, you might as well try, because that would soak up some population from Dictator. Dictator down to 61 villages. I wonder how many. I can't tell how many settler wagons he has.
2 walls, or 3 walls still. Just even if he opens the 3 walls, it's not going to be enough. He needs to. At this point, he needs to just pull back and hope for the best and try to win a heads-up fight in the middle.
Yeah. It's looking too late. While he was pushing the natives, he needed to take control around the map too, because it's Germany. They can afford killing vills for the immediate restoration of map control. And that's what Dictator did. However, Donorprince didn't keep up in terms of map control.
Still down so much pop. Well, he's out of gold, and he just all his resources are in wood right now.
Yeah.
I'm actually expecting to see a GG here.
This is a GG.
Yeah.
He just can't pop any units right now. Oh, he's in with his natives nearly. It's too late, I think.
It doesn't matter. He can do a base trade.
All he needs he can afford just spamming natives right now. Spamming natives and musketeers. He can do that. And he's in with his natives.
They're gonna get that native mass should be able to get a factory.
Yeah. I hope he's going for a factory. If he's going for anything else, like even if he's going for houses, I don't think it'll be.
I think he's going for a factory or plantations.
It's going for. Looks like he's going for houses or for villages. He needed to go for factories.
Definitely. Long-term effect.
Long-term effect.
He has enough wood. He should be able to get a factory even with those.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I'd say for Dictator, delete those or move those skirms and war wagons from the natives down.
Yeah.
He's got a heavy cannon through now. I don't think he's going to be able to.
Actually, he's in. Like he's in it now.
He really is.
So
Dictator. Oh, he's actually incredibly low on coin right now, Dictator.
Wow.
But he's kept both his factories for now. He should move most of his pop back down. He should move the war wagons and skirmishers from up here. They're sieging. That's not what you want them to do.
Really good job on Nino to not give up and continue to play. A lot of players would rewind when they see that resource count at 0. But again,
he's actually getting his houses now down to 170 pop for Dictator. He's gonna have to spam houses, which he is. All Dictator needs right now is a skirm map. He just needs a skirm map.
And it still doesn't matter. He has enough resources that he can just basically rebuild.
He is still dropping down on pop, but I mean, yeah. Okay, I hope now he starts. He's still got that pop invested up
just
there.
Not enough economy to sustain a push like this.
Yeah, look at this. Now he's starting to. Dictator's starting to push him back out. This should be it. I want to see more skirms from Dictator. Doppel's really expensive on gold. He doesn't have a lot of gold right now, but those all aren't going in to get those mortars. Yeah, Donorprince still quite low on gold.
Low on everything.
Low on everything, yeah.
Dictator still at 100.
Trying to send villages in to get a stable up, but yeah, it looks like Dictator's pushed him back out for good now, and he's taking control in the natives.
Yeah, and empty resource. All of Nino's eco is in wood. He's done. Just about done.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, those Doppels.
They do work.
They're tanky.
Look at them go. Yeah, 632 HP, 56 attack.
Still isn't getting those mortars though. He could just get one with the war wagons. There we go. He got one.
There's nothing.
It's a shame. It's a shame that Donorprince is going for Dictator's mills, not his plantations.
Yep. As well as making Huss. And there goes the GG. A clean sweep
for Dictator 2-0. Coming from Dictator, resign.
Yes. Yeah. And he will be versing Ajiv or Lucas in the in the in the final round.
In the final.
In the finals,
the
yeah.
finals. Jeeve and Lucas still need to play the games,
They're
I believe.
slacking. Yeah, they're slacking.
It's like, yeah, but
Wow. Look
so
at that KDA. Well, yeah, he did make natives, so.
let's have a look at that KDA. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, that's quite the difference. You typically you should see it the other way. That port should have the positive KDA.